Hello, my name is Brian Chenier and I'm the Prosthetic Support Officer with Blesma, the Limbless Veterans Charity. Part of my role includes being an advocate for our members who are living with limb loss, to ensure that they get access to the very best care that the NHS can provide, and where necessary, advocate for them to have enhanced prosthetics and help the NHS to understand the various funding streams and avenues to enable that to occur. Another part of my role within Blesma is to act as the focal point for all research projects that either come into Blesma or are of interest to Blesma, or in particular research projects that Blesma's commissioned or requested are conducted. One such current project is Caring and Coping 2, the family perspective on living with the loss of use of limb. This project follows on from the very successful Caring and Coping 1, family perspective on living with the loss of limb. This project was a joint venture between Blesma and the Anglia Ruskin University Veterans and Families Institute and was funded by the Forces in Mind Trust. That initial paper, Caring and Coping 1, is available to read and download from the Veterans Research Hub. Prior to working for Blesma, I completed a short spell as a full-time reserve soldier back into the military for 18 months. But I first left the military in 2011 and spent a year working as a self-employed project manager, working alongside the National Health Service, the Ministry of Defence and Combat Stress to help instigate a Veterans Mental Health Network here in North Essex, which still exists today under the guise of the Transition Integration Liaison Service. Having served for 27 years in the British Army myself, I'm proud to call myself a veteran. I'm even more proud to work in a charity that supports the veteran community. I, like many veterans, feel that I've transitioned well from my military service into civilian life, but I'm very fortunate to work for an organisation that allows me to maintain contact with serving and retired members of Her Majesty's Armed Forces. I will never tire of the honesty and the humour that the veteran community display. One of the projects that I'm most proud of is enabling access to Stamford Hall and previously Headley Court for those men and women injured in the cause of their service and suffering life-changing limb loss injuries. Now, although the NHS are able to cope very well with the vast majority of amputee veterans, in some isolated cases, the nature of the injuries or the circumstances of the injuries have made it incredibly difficult for the NHS to be able to satisfy the prosthetic needs of those individuals. Working alongside the Ministry of Defence and the NHS, Blesma were able to help set up the Complex Prosthetics Assessment Clinic, first at Headley Court and now at Stamford Hall. The more I get involved in working alongside researchers, the more I see the benefit in data, proper analysis and peer review. I found that in my work, just saying that we think that something's right often isn't enough. Being able to back that up with proper scientifically assessed data often helps win the argument. It's for this reason that on a weekly basis I tend to visit the Veterans Research Hub. I like to keep a track of what new research is ongoing, what new papers have been published and released, and how this might enable me to advise, inform or direct argument or conversation to the better care of our veteran community. And I've never failed to find the Veterans Research Hub an absolutely fantastic and useful resource.